Timmy Joe reviews anything.
Reviewing computer parts on YouTube.
Woo! Gotta be pumped on that, right, Will? Computer parts! Woo!
Oh, yeah.
What's up, my friends? Every time we do it, it's a fun time. It's Newb Plebs try to sell things on the internet. Yeah. Timmy Joe here, making videos about computers on the internet, and today in the program, we're going to do another episode of Newb Plebs Try to Sell Things on the Internet. That's when viewers submit funny or unrealistic ads on Craigslist, Letgo, Gumtree, whatever tickles your fancy, eBay. Hey, maybe it's even a retail site, and we make fun of people's inability to price things properly, all up here on the internet, and it's a fun time. And I just want to go out of my way to thank each and every one of these people right here. Oh, and if I miss your name, I'm sorry, but I collect this list from the silly ads at timmyjoe.com email, and if you sent this, to one of them to me on Twitter, I probably didn't look at it because I get so many social media things, I just don't have time to scoop them from those locations. So you want to submit one? Silly ads at timmyjoe.com. Let's start it off with one that was breaking my rule that was submitted to me on Twitter, but hey, it made me laugh. Boof! It's a $150 for a GTX 690. I'll take it. Yes, for sure. That's a good deal. It's not, really a great performer or anything, but, for a dual GPU like that, it'd be cool. I would buy it. Well, you look at it, it's practically brand new. It still works really good. If it was just like if you bought it from the store and used it, it's a pretty good one. So, yeah, let's look at the pictures here. Oh, I don't want it. No, look at the pictures. There we go. Is there something missing from this? Is there something missing from this? You can't buy that at a store. What are you talking about? There's no graphics card on there. It's just a cooler. Are you kidding me? GTX 690, practically brand new. It just looks really good, and it's the same as if you were to buy it in the store. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, it was pretty funny. Thanks, Trinity Yeadon. You have no idea. Obviously, you're trying to sell your brother's old crap laying around in his room. You have no idea. But actually had this submitted by Ethan Callis, and he submitted to me on Twitter, and he actually wrote to Trinity Yeaton. You realize this is a cooler, right? Yes. Your listing says GTX 690, practically brand new. Yes, exactly what it says on the thing, too. Just make sure, because your listing is very misleading. So he schooled this girl. And good on him. And I think that made me laugh, and I retweeted it. So there you go. Moving on to the next submission. Boof! I like this one because I had to actually search for this one, because I think that the guy just sent me the picture. It's a $1,200 PC with a GTX 1080. Doesn't sound like there's much wrong with that, right? Until you look into the specs. CPU FX 6300. Paired with a GTX 1080. That is unfortunate. Now, there are no other pictures or anything, but it does come with 16 gigs of DDR3 and a 1080p 144 hertz monitor and a Kraken headphones. So it's good. But yeah, you're going to have a hard sell with this picture of the dirtiest computer I've ever seen. And they just keep getting dirtier, I keep asking guys, and you clean your damn computer. If you're going to be selling it on the internet, no one listens to me. But yeah, it's a nice gigabyte motherboard. And look at that stock cooler. That is the most lonely, sad stock cooler that's hanging out beside a GTX 1080. So this computer's worth what? The 1080's worth. That's what it's worth, mister. So in Wichita, Kansas, you get over yourself. Find a better CPU. Get out of here. 6,300. That's pretty funny. I know. Some people would be like, well, it's still going to work. Well, we're going to actually test soon. I'm going to put the Radeon 7 on a FX 8350 next week and see how bad a bottleneck it really is. So we'll get to test that a little bit. Moving on. This item isn't available anymore, but I just wanted to point out how dirty your damn listing is. This is a hand-built gaming computer, and it's an FX 4100. Shout out to Phil's Hardware, just did look into a 4100, and which is not really a true quad-core. It's, you know, debatable anyways, but it's got a nice, R9 200 GPU. Which one? We don't know. And, yeah, these are the pictures I'll provide. Just dirty, and dirtiest. Buy a can of compressed air and do it. Spray it out. Take a proper picture of it if you want to sell it on the internet for $850. Well, apparently he sold it, and I bet he took $300 for the damn system. But whatever. Moving on. Boof. All right. So I don't usually do this, but we have a good one. And this was submitted to me, and I think it's awesome that it's for sale, but we'll judge the you know, how much it's really worth. This is the Intel Extreme Rig Challenge winner, the Avalanche. Literally being sold by Alan Furphy on Facebook Market Group, and he's got the dang prize. So you can have it on your mantle and pretend you were the one that put this lovely PC together. So let's have a look at it. Oh, I was so impressed until that picture. What? Can't you damn well take a split second to make a non-blurry picture for a $6,000 computer? $6,000. Does it show what the specs of it is? Okay, so our Rampage 10, 48 gigabytes of DDR4, an i7 6950X 10 core, 2 GTX 1080s, an Intel 750 PCI SSD, EK reservoir. I'm going through the process of migrating my wife and 3 children to the US, and we're having difficult time coming up with the funds, and we need to go through. So did he win this? Oh, I don't know. We're not going to look too hard into it, but okay. So there, I like this too. When you upload just all the pictures you took, even though a few of them are blurry, terrible picture, good picture. You know, if you can win the rig challenge, why don't you sell your reward at a pawn shop? It's probably worth $50. But I hope you make it into the country, dude. You're welcome in Canada. We've got good health care. Come check us out. You know, they're not closing any borders over here. Moving on. Ooh, professional gaming system. So it's professional. So, you know, it's got a Fortnite background. So, you know, it's going to be good, right? So, yeah, professional gaming system, 2,000 of your American dollars. Let's see. Excellent condition, hand-built gaming system, each part carefully selected. You know, he picked through them, he smelled them, he made sure all of them were professional. And he inspected, hand-built, close to the fastest gaming computer you can buy. Okay, it's close, it's this close to the fastest gaming computer you can buy. And you know, he's got a little knob for your knob, he's got a keyboard, he's got a SteelSeries mouse you can buy at Walmart. He's got the mouse pad to boot, and no pictures of the interior of the computer. Oh my God, are you really kidding? Okay, so don't be afraid to make me an offer, okay? Because you know he wants $2,000 for this thing. So it's an i5 3570K. Holy shit, it's so close to a Threadripper. You know, it's so close to an 18-core Intel, the 3570K. Gigabyte motherboard, 8 gigs of RAM, because that's all you need, according to Bill Gates. And moving on, it's got, Samsung 840 EVO, so not even an 860. Like, come on, SteelSeries rival mouse. What is the damn graphics card? MX switches, aftermarket Blue 80. GTX 760 video card with Windows 10. Is somebody trolling me? For $2,000. This looks like somebody's trolling me. If somebody's trolling me, I'm going to kick your butt. Don't make fake ads and send them in here. I'm going to reply to this guy and ask him where the fuck you are. There's a lot of little things and big details that aren't mentioned if you're interested. Like he's, my husband would love to nerd out with you. LOL. So ask away. He's throwing in $100 pair of gaming headphones. Ha! Man, this is the worst deal I've ever seen on a computer. And this biatch can shove it with her husband's LOL. The system's worth like $650. No, it's not even worth that with that video card. It's worth like $450. You know, even with all the SteelSeries gaming mice filled with all of the, you know, Your husband's been using it to watch porn, lady. Moving on. This is a $1,000 GTX 1080, and I gotta tell you, it's the Armor Edition, which is MSI's most amazing edition. Okay? And it's worth $1,000. It's less than 3 months use, but it's never been OC'd. Serious inquiries only. Now, I don't understand the OC thing. It's never been OC'd. Like, people ask me that too when I'm selling graphics cards. Who cares if it's been OC'd? You know, it's not going to affect anything. And if you're smart, you'll know that. Yeah, so this is just a terrible deal. This thing's worth $500, if that. What's it worth? What's a 1080 worth? $450? Get over yourself, Jimmy Gray. Moving on to another great graphics card deal. So you don't have $1,000? Well, boy, howdy. I got the $500 GPU for you. Okay, and you know what? It's only got a little bit of dust on it. So double black diamond OC AMD Radeon 7970. You know, those are great. You know, in today's day and age for $500. It's like new, and its only wear on it would be just a little bit of dust. I'm moving on, just parting on my CPC to help out with the bills. Been looking for a price range. Cheapest one I see anywhere else is $800 to $1,000. I'm going to offer mine up for $500. So no one's going to listen to me because no one that, everyone that actually has the sense watches this show, and people that don't have the sense don't watch the show. But you can't just Google your exact video card and find it on eBay for some ridiculous price and assume that that's going to, allow you to sell the card for that much. I had this happen where a guy posted Radeon R9 270, not even X, I don't think, and he had it up there for like 350 Canadian. And I sent him, a message and said, dude, you're charging way too much for that. And he's like, what do you know? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of the authority on the matter. But so he sends me a link to that. He's like, this is the cheapest one on eBay. Well, that person on eBay is drunk, and or, they do that because maybe an OEM needs an exact copy or something, and they'll be willing to pay that. I don't know why they do that. But if you can go on there and just type in the model number or model name, R9 290 or 7970, and you see that some of them are $70, then you can't charge $500. Spencer Bennett. It's not cool. So please tell your family, tell your friends, hide your kids, hide your wife. Make sure your graphics cards and your PC parts are priced based on all of the models, not just the Black Diamond Super Radeon, version that you found on eBay for $1,000. You kook. Moving on. So this one here doesn't look all that crazy. $1,800 for an i7 9700K with 4,000 megahertz memory, and it's got a GTX 1080. And then the only thing that really struck me is there's something wrong with this. XFX does not make a 1080. So who are you fooling? XFX does not make NVIDIA graphics cards. Moving on. This is a good episode today. Lots of sillies. Amazing gaming computer. It's a moving sale. I like Sublime, Pink Floyd, and I'm willing to smoke a little pot with you if you're willing to buy this PC. All right, so this is an all right, my friends. I'm moving for college soon. I'm just looking to get rid of my amazing computer rig. My last year gain. Need to get rid of the entire setup. It's a good deal, okay? It's got a Corsair 900D case, an AMD 270 Toxic Sapphire Edition. It's got Intel Pentium G3220 at 3 gigahertz. Oh my God, that's got to be slow. Not the absolute worst deal until you consider how much cleaning supplies you'll have to buy once you pick this computer up. But, I just thought it was funny because, how dirty it is. And the mismatched RAM. Oh, goodness. Such mismatched RAM. Just clean it up a little bit. And take 2 pictures of the window screen. One with your flash on, one with your flash off. Moving on. It's just flying through them today. Oh, it's the Coffeetron. We're getting close to the end here, folks. Don't you worry. Coffeetron 9000 for $1,300 here on the eBays. Okay, and this is just a beautiful Coffeetron right here. It's not the dirtiest PC I've ever seen, but it's not the cleanest either. It's pretty dirty. Pretty dirty. We've got some Ace-Tech in there, you know, a little CLC 120. We got a 6-pin connector graphics card, $1,300. What's the specs on this bad boy? An i5 3550. Really need that water cooler. What else you got? Maybe you could do a little BCLK overclocking with that turbo boost. An Ace-Tech 550 LC high performance PC liquid cooling electric blue UV. What? PC liquid coolant electric blue UV. Why are you selling that with it? It don't make no sense. Intel motherboard, Crossfire SLI ASRock Z77. So half decent motherboard. And we got an optical drive. And yeah, so what's the graphics card here? What's the memory graphics card? NVIDIA GTX 660. The Coffeetron is a fucking amazing computer here. It's so amazing. It's got that liquid blue. What happened? That blue coolant got spilt all over it. There we go. Coffeetron. It's got a 660 in it and an i5. You know, it's $1,300. That is just like the ultimate. It's hard to even say anything about it. It's just such a terrible price. It's worth $350, $400. You ass-tard. Sorry to all the ass-tards out there. Moving on. All right, this is a pretty nice one. $1,000, Tucson, Arizona, and we got a little 7970 Crossfire. I like the look of the PC. It's pretty cool. Where is the PSU in this thing? Where is the PSU in it? Must be like one of those tucked behind them things. I like the look of this computer, but you're dreaming, buddy, for $1,000. I don't even think it gives any specs. Computer has a bunch of software installed to enhance the performance. You know, like McAfee and, you know, a whole lot of malware. It'll run, you know, it's got spin tires and the GTA 5, etc. on high with no problem. Also has light kits, radiator, cool, things like that. We'll throw in 25-foot Ethernet cable because that's really going to get me going, you know? Close to $2,000, you know, 7 years ago for this whole setup. So why not sell it for half now, Nathan? All right, this has been a fun episode. I especially like the 690 cooler that's being sold as a real graphics card, you know, just like you buy it in the stores. And I really hope that the Intel guy finds a buyer for this really blurry computer. It looks like a monster of a computer, but, you know, I feel ya. But next time, maybe sell it a little harder. You know, winner of the NCIX PC Avalanche. Oh, like, I remember that winning. I remember that for sure. So, yeah, just keep your computers clean when you're selling them. Research your prices for graphics cards better. And maybe you won't end up on the next episode of Newb Plebs try to sell used PCs and things and junk all up here on the internet. I'm at Watch Timmy Joe, Instagram and Twitter. Thanks to all those viewer submissions. Keep in mind, I usually check the email, this one down here. So don't send me, you know, freaking tweet, because I might not look at it. And that would be, you know, if it's a really good one, I don't want to miss it. Send it to the email. Okay, and links, because I like links, you know, or a screenshot and a link if it's like that good that maybe it'll disappear or something like that. But I'm at Watch Me Do on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks very much for watching this episode, and keep your sticks on the ice. See you later.